Hi, this is Tammie Bowden, and I'm about to present the inspirational interview with Kerrie Waring. I'll start with her bio. Like many people, Kerrie's search for answers began with the loss of a loved one. Dealing with her grief, she turned to books and seeking community with others in spiritual development groups and a spiritualist church. Before this time, Kerrie had no recognisable psychic talents, nor did she foresee where her journey would lead. Through hard work and dedication, Kerrie has developed her psychic and mediumship abilities to the standard that they are today. Being committed to demystifying mediumship, Kerrie believes that we are all born with these abilities and they only need to be nurtured to reach their full potential, as she did, and therefore she is very committed to teaching others and sharing her understandings with others on a very personal level. Kerrie's professional career began modestly with regular readings for private clients and demonstrating in churches, all the while going from strength to strength with her newfound psychic abilities. As her journey continued, her abilities expanded to include all areas of mediumship, and Kerrie found that her work as a psychic and medium reflected this change. She began conducting in-home demonstrations for those that wanted to hear from loved ones in spirit in a more intimate environment. It was also at this time that her journey into teaching became a focus. Then, surprisingly, during 2005, the inspiration for the Australian College of Mediumship would take hold. Having always valued the work of traditional spiritualists and the Arthur Findlay College in the UK, and after a recent visit to the Learning Light Foundation in Southern California, she was inspired to bring to Australia the best of both worlds. So in just a few months, Kerrie would take her small development circles and transform them into what the ACOM is today. Kerrie's career continues to go from strength to strength, with the continued growth of ACOM, as she and her team help many others to reach their potential. She is managing editor for Australia's new magazine, In Spirit magazine, and she also appears in the documentary DVD Paranormal Investigators with PR2D and the new Australian series The Believers. Kerrie has produced books. Kerrie is the author of the ebook Spirit Guide Wisdom and Unlock Your Psychic Potential. She is hard at work on her next book, Unlock the Medium Within.
Thank you, Tammie. That all sounds very like I've done a lot of work.
Yeah, I think you have done a lot of work, and that's why we've asked you here today to be one of our inspirational interviews. So we'll get started with our questions.
Yeah.
Now, you say you had no recognisable psychic talents prior to the trauma that led you to the spiritual path. Why do you say that?
Well, I wasn't a child that saw dead people. I didn't make predictions. I didn't have anything going on that you would say, or I'm a psychic. Certainly not like you see a lot of children today. I was 18 when I had a dream that turned out to be a premonition, but they are such a common experience that there's nothing in my early life that would stand me out to be, to say that I have some sort of psychic talent like I do now.
And how do you feel that the trauma affected your life overall in your journey to the spiritual path?
Oh, look, it was that year that was certainly, I lost a brother to suicide. I lost an aunt to a fatal heart attack, and she was 45. I was a first-time mum, and, my newborn had some health issues. So it was really my annus horribilis. And,
as the Queen would say.
Exactly. And it certainly, out of all that experience in that year, it was one of those things that I needed to find a purpose to life. It wasn't enough for me anymore to just go to work and come home and look after my new baby. I needed to find something more fulfilling. My ongoing existence had to have more meaning than what it did to just getting through life. And if it wasn't for those experiences, I don't know that I would have questioned that as early as I did at 26,
I feel that often people come to this line of work, I guess, or to their spirituality through trauma. It seems that it sends us looking for answers that we may not have been looking for before. What sort of career did you do before you developed the Australian College of Mediumship?
Before I moved into my mediumship, I had a bit of a variety of mainstream jobs, like as a youngster straight out of school, I worked in the bank. it's where I met my husband. I moved into working in the city and was in IT, so I have some computer experience, albeit that was before Windows. And then having my children and returning to work, I moved into logistics and purchasing. So I've had a bit of a variety of experience, but the one thing that I know is that I look back and in every single job I've learned and gained some knowledge, a skill set or experience that I use today in my business in some way. It's because of having, a background in IT that I can design a magazine or can easily use a new piece of software and it not take me very long to learn how to do that. It's my experience in logistics and budgets that helps me manage, my bookkeeping, and the experience of dealing with people and negotiating and purchasing that helps me with the people side of my business. So there's all, none of those jobs I would say were ever wasted.
No, they've all led you to a particular path.
Definitely.
What type of clients do you have and why do you think that they consult with you? What is your special gift to your clients?
Look, I do readings and I do help people with loved one readings and reconnecting them to spirit. But a large part of my work is actually in teaching, and I actually sort of see it as the purpose of my mediumship is generally when someone actually wants to walk through the door of spirit for themselves, when they want to develop their own spirituality, they need someone to guide them. They need someone that's been through that road themselves and understands it and can assist them on that journey. I think that that's where some of my purpose lies. And so therefore, that's where the teaching comes in. So my clients are, they range from beginners to experienced mediums that I might help establish and get their careers off the ground, help them with business support and ideas, to even expanding their mediumship and help them fine-tuning that. And a lot of beginners that are just sort of starting on this journey as well. What's my special gift? I think it's the fact that I've learnt to do this, that I'm not as naturally gifted as some other people, means I have an understanding, like I've really worked hard to understand how it works, and not just mediumship, but also, my place in the universe and how I create and the law of attraction. And I think me walking that journey and then working with my clients who are also walking a similar journey but just behind me in some aspects means the benefit of they gain from what I understand and what I learn. And I think it's my understanding. There are lots of really, really gifted mediums and talented mediums that we're all capable of helping people with their grief and understanding healing. But I think, what I can offer different to what others is in understanding and in the teaching side of it.